Hello there and welcome back to my channel, or if this is the first video of mine you are seeing, then welcome. I have a very small Sephora haul here just to talk about just a few little new products that I've been wanting, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to mention, now I'm not wearing this today because I have a foundation stick I want to try and this is tinted, so I didn't want to have this and then put the foundation stick on top. I want to see how that foundation stick does on its own. This is from Kosas. This is their Dream Beam Comfy Smooth Broad Spectrum SPF 40 sunscreen. Now I just picked up the little mini size because I have not tried this before. I know this has been out for a while, and if you haven't seen it, which I'm sure most people have, it just has like the little squeezy tube. I am really late to trying this. I will admit that what kind of kept me away from it is because usually most tinted sunscreens are tinted a little bit too deep for me. However, this one is perfect. Since I purchased it, I've used it a couple of times. I really do like it. I think it is perfect for a day where you don't want to wear a lot of makeup. You just want to put this on and then maybe a little bit of concealer if you need it or if you want it. I'm just going to squeeze out a small amount of this on the back of my hand. I'm going to rub that in so you can see. I just wanted to squeeze out a small amount since I did pick up the mini, so I don't want to fly through this, but I would definitely want to purchase the full size for sure. I really do like this and I wish that I had tried it a lot sooner. And then right quick, I just want to tell you what's on the rest of my face right now because these are not new products, but I just want to mention like the eyeshadow I'm wearing and everything. I'm wearing some of the Wet n Wild and Coffee Cat eyeshadow palette. It's really just this shade right here in my crease. Unfortunately, this palette has been discontinued, but I mean any neutral shade in your crease is fine. And then for the colorful part, I'm wearing the Glen Bunny Machina palette. This palette was in my everyday makeup drawer, so I've just been using it, and I've been using this palette and that Wet n Wild palette a lot as like just companion palettes. I'm wearing this shade right here in like the outer portion of my eye, this shade right here on the inner portion, and then right in the center I'm wearing this one right here, which those were the shades Machine, Diode, and Sci-Fi. And then for mascara, I'm just wearing the Tartelette XL tubing mascara. Okay, I'm going to zoom you in a little bit because this is something I've been wanting to try since it came out. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint. Mine is in the shade 1.5 Fair. This is the new foundation stick that she just released, and I'm going to swatch a little bit of it right there so you can see this shade. It looks very, very glowy on the skin, so I am very curious to see how it's going to perform on the face. But it's very sheer, or at least it is on my hand, and that's really what I love, which it is called like sheer glow or something like that. I have been dying to try this out since it released. Now, I'm not wearing any primer. The only thing on my skin is my SPF, which is the Sun Bum SPF 50. Now, I'm going to use this on my little Refi. I think this is there's two brushes from Refi. I think this is like the latest one they come out with. This is like for their concealer and everything. So I'm just going to do a couple of swatches for you here on my face. It glides really smoothly. Like, that took very little effort. Now let's see how this looks. Now this is my first impression of this product. I have not worn it yet, but I am filming this very early in the week. This video will not be going up until the end of the week, so I'm going to be wearing this every day, and I will leave a pinned comment telling you how it wore because I don't want to just leave you hanging on a first impression. I like to definitely, if I can, fully review products like this, like complexion products, to make sure how I feel about them. Something tells me that this is, I don't know yet because I have not gotten in close to my mirror yet because my mirror is sitting pretty far away, but something tells me I'm going to really like this product. Now, I didn't do it today, but normally I would have sprayed my brush with some setting spray. I didn't do it today because I want to see how this blends in on its own, but going forward I definitely will be spraying my brush with my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I feel like that will make a really pretty combo. Okay, I'm going to get in a little bit closer for you to see. It looks just like your skin, but glowier. And maybe you can see I don't have one of those really fancy, excuse my little pimple patch. I don't have one of those really fancy cameras that can zoom in really, really closely, so that's the best I can do, so I'm hoping you're able to see it, but it looks really beautiful on the skin so far. It is definitely what I like. I love very sheer coverage. I do not like a lot of product on my face when it comes to my complexion, so I really do like that. Now, I had pulled out a concealer, but I'm going to, and I know this is probably a no-no because it is really glowy, but I want to apply a little bit of this on my under eyes. The concealer I picked out, I'm not a fan of that concealer. It's the one from Refi. I've tried using it a couple of times and so far I have not liked that one, which is sad because I really do like a lot of Refi's products. I'm going to take this side of the brush and I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that foundation stick. This is probably a no-no because it is glowy, but I just want to see what it does on the under eye. I just wanted to see what it did. I just was curious. Because this, all over the skin, like all over this part of my face, it looks like something that I would just love for a very quick makeup day. So I just wanted to see how it would look on the under eyes, which probably not a good thing to do since it is so glowy. But I might set my under eyes with a little bit of powder. I'm not going to set the rest of my face with powder, but I might set the under eye area. It's really glowy. It's okay, it's okay. We're gonna set it with powder, but I just want to see what it would do, just for my own curiosity. I mean, it looks nice on the under eyes as far as it looking more like smoother and everything. It's just very glowy glossy, so that's not the smart move, but I just wanted to know. But before I go in with powder or anything like that, I'm gonna let just all of this sit. I picked up one of these new blush sticks from House Labs. These are the Color Fuse Glassy Blush Balm, and this one is in Glassy Pomelo. I have seen Blair, Simply Blair here on YouTube, really rave about these, so I picked up one of the shades, and I've used this one already. This is not a first impressions for this. Beautiful, beautiful. Now I'm going to take that foundation brush and really rub it on this right here. This is such a lovely blush. I'm going to pick up what I put on my hand. And when I do it like this, I do have to keep going back in to pick up more, but now that is definitely okay with me because I would rather start off small and then go in with more. But this is a beautiful, beautiful blush, and it's very sheer, but it's very buildable, but it is everything that I would look for in a product like this. I think this might be the lightest shade. I'm definitely interested in Glassy Hibiscus. And then there is a shade, which, believe it or not, I did not think that I would be interested in a shade like that. It's more of like a plummy shade. I'm not sure what the name of it is. I'm tempted to get that one because these feel, or at least this shade, feels so sheer. Which you can see, look how beautiful that is. It's gorgeous. Because these feel so sheer, I wonder how, if I can have like an easier time applying a shade like that. Sometimes I avoid shades like that simply because they're usually very pigmented, and I feel like I have to panic a little bit more, but with a shade like this, it's perfect. And then if the formula is going to be kind of like super easy to blend out, super easy to work with, then I would be much more tempted to try more of the deeper shades. I think those pretty plummy shades just look so beautiful on everybody. I know that Patrick Ta has one, is it She's, no, I was going to say is it She's Wanted? I'm not sure what the shade is, but it's like a plummy kind of shade. But now I know that his would definitely be incredibly pigmented, but I think that type of shade is just so pretty on anyone. Now I don't have like a new bronze or anything, so I'm just going pretty intensely with the blush today. I want you to be able to see this shade, and it's beautiful. It's glowy. I am glowy everywhere. I will be setting my under eyes with some powder. I'm not gonna lie, I did not want to use that Refi concealer today. I don't know what it is. It's kind of heavier than I thought it would be, and I'm not a fan of that. I like much more hydrating, easier to work with concealers. I feel like the one from Refi, it's more coverage than I thought it would be, and I don't know about the shade. I think the shade might be a little bit off, but kind of pretty. Oh, these blushes are so pretty. I want more shades. And the few times I've worn this, it looks really beautiful on the skin all day long. I never had it like, it never faded away or anything. Now, I don't know how it's going to perform over the top of this Charlotte Tilbury foundation stick, but on the other few times I've worn it, it was beautiful all day long. Now, for my under eyes, and just kind of like just this area, I need to set that area, but I'm going to leave the rest of my face like unset, but I need to do this, especially since I put that on my under eyes. I'm going to use this from Essence. This is their Brighten Up Banana Powder. The cap broke on mine, but look, I have hit pan in this. I'm so excited to hit pan on another product. I think there's just something really telling when you hit pan on a product. Like, I feel like then you kind of know, I like this product or I don't like this product. Right, I'm just going to kind of make sure everything's pressed out. And I'm going to go back in with this side of the Refi brush. And I'm going to press that under here. Just right in this area right here, because I need to. I do have combo skin. I do get more glowy in that area, so I do like to have some powder. It's not as creasy on the under eyes as I thought it would be, because it's a very hydrating formula, but I really just want to set and make sure that everything, you know, I want to give this a proper chance. I don't want to not set and be like, oh my gosh, it slid all over my face, on my under eyes and everything. Like, no. I'm just setting my T-zone area and I'll leave it be on the outside of my face. Okay, let me just go ahead and quickly do my brows and my under eye, and then I will be right back to talk about the new lip products that I have. Now, of course, I picked up the 3 new shades of the Tower 28 one-liners. I love these so very much. If you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know I have mentioned the other 3 shades constantly. In fact, in my video where I made like, if my collection was more curated, those were the only liners that I would have. I of course wanted the new shades, so I'm going to swatch all of these for you, and then I'm also going to swatch them in comparison to the previous shades as well, but let me swatch these for you first. Okay, well there we have the shade Check Me Out, Paint My Number, and then Color Me Fine. And I'm going to swatch the original 3 shades so you can just see a comparison between all of them. This is Fill Me In, Work of Art, and Draw Me. And then there you have the 3 new shades and the original shades. They are pretty similar, but now for me, that doesn't bother me in the slightest. There's just a slight difference, like with some undertones between these, but they're amazing. I love them. I love these. Now, I've never used these on the eyes or the cheeks. You can use them that way. I've never done that, so I can't speak to how they perform that way. But I've worn them many times on my lips. They are my favorites when it comes to lip liners, so I already know I love these shades. I have already used 2 of the shades so far, and they're beautiful. They're very beautiful. And I knew they would be. So I believe I'm going to go in with the shade Paint My Number, which would be this second one right here. I like to go around and line my entire lip and then fill in the whole top lip and then blot. And it transfers that down to my lower lip. I like to do that because in case my lips are feeling really dry on the lower lip, this helps solve that. But now they're not today, but I still like to do that anyway. And these are creamy enough to where you can do that. And it's beautiful. The next product, I believe this is now sold out. I'm not sure if they're going to bring it back because I believe it was limited edition, but this is from Fenty Beauty. This is one of their Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizers, and this one was in Major Flex. Look at this cute packaging with the little smileys all over it. It's so cute. And then it comes with this. Is this like a keyboard key, I believe? I think that's just cute. But what really sold me on this was I love the packaging because look at that adorable, oh, I'm hoping it won't reflect, there we go, that adorable smiley. Is that not the cutest? I love sitting that up there like where I keep my everyday makeup drawer and just looking at it. But there you can kind of see how beautiful this shade is. They describe this as a gunmetal gray. And yeah, that's a good way to describe it. However, I will say that once you start applying it on the lips, it shears out to almost like a clear, like a slightly cool tone tinted clear with a lot of sparkle in it. I was concerned at first when I got this because with me being kind of pale, I was afraid this would make me look dead, you know? But it's not. It's beautiful. So let me go ahead and apply that over the top. Of course, I will wipe off the applicator afterwards but it's so pretty and it smells amazing. It's probably not the best idea to apply it over lip liner. I should have showed it to you on the lips without. But it's so pretty. I was worried that it would be too gray for me, but it's really lovely. It's a really lovely shade. And there you have this completed makeup look. I think it's so pretty. So far, so good with the foundation stick. That's the only product that I haven't actually full-on tested yet. I already know I love the liners. I already know I love the blush and the gloss from Fenty, just really beautiful. So the foundation is really what this is all about, but oh, it's so pretty. I love that beautiful glow, like when you turn like that. So I cannot wait to continue wearing this and seeing how it goes. So far, so good on first impression. I really love the way it looks. I'm going to be wearing it all day today, as well as wearing it for the rest of the week. I'm filming this Monday. This video will not go up until this coming Friday, so I have all week to test this out and really get a good thought on this foundation stick. So I'll know by then how it'll wear. I'd like to also wear it with primers. I didn't want to do that today simply because, well, I have my SPF on. I feel like that was enough for today just to see how it would apply over that because that's a telltale sign for me. If it doesn't work over my SPF, then I know it's not a product that I'm going to be really that interested in, and it looked really beautiful over the top of that. So I'm really happy to see that, but I would like to test it out with some primers and see how it does, but so far so good. But I do hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you will please consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing if you haven't already. And make sure you hit the bell notification so you are alerted to all my future uploads, and follow me on Instagram at jessicadeerly. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!